Hello, everybody. My name is David, and we're back again on the Yin and Yang Podcast with your host, me, David, and my co-host,
Sean.
All right, so today on the Yin and Yang Podcast, we're sponsored by Manscaped, helping you be the best you can be. All right, on last week's episode, we decided that we're going to do a little bit of a poetry analysis today, shifting our gears off from our essay analysis that we did last week. And for today, we will be analyzing The Animals in That Country by Margaret Atwood. But why? Why are we doing this? Because it is important, my friends, to find deep meaning in works of literature to help us exercise our brain. All right, Sean, so help us out. Who is Margaret Atwood?
Well, Margaret Atwood was born on November 18, 1939 in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
She is a Canadian writer best known for her prose fiction and for her feminist perspective. Among Atwood's many acclaimed works of fiction, nonfiction, and poetry, her most celebrated is the dystopian novel The Handmaid's Tale from 1985.
Okay. All right, so now that we know a little bit about Margaret Atwood, about why we're reading this, all right, so what is it called again? The Animals in That Country, 1968. Sean, do you want to read it or should I read it?
You should read it.
All right, then. The animals in that country. In that country, the animals have the faces of people. The ceremonial cats processing the streets. The fox run politely to earth. The huntsmen standing around him, fixed in their tapestry of manners. The bull embroidered with blood and given an elegant death. Trumpets his name stamped on him. Haldrick brand because...
Oh, I like that.
When he rode on the sand, sword in his heart, the teeth in his blue mouth were human. He is really a man. Shh! Even the wolves, holding resonant conversations in their forest, thickened with legend. In this country, the animals have the faces of animals. Their eyes flash once in car headlights and are gone. Their deaths are not elegant. They have the faces of no one. All right.
Interesting.
That's a poem. I like it. I really like it. Sean, so what do we think?
I feel like it was 8 out of 10.
Let me
8 out of 10. Go on.
Okay.
It's a Yin and Yang podcast. We have to.
I know. Let's talk about this title for a second.
Okay.
All right? The animals in that country. What country are we talking about? Like, is there anything information about the time period this was made that could help us with this title, Sean? Or what are we doing here?
Well, I feel like it has a connection to the time period. I remember seeing in an article that there was a rise of environmental consciousness in 1960s, where people were beginning to question how modern societies, especially how the industrialized capitalist nations treated nature. In Margaret Atwood's poem, the narrator looks critically into this country, presumably Canada in this case, since she's Canadian. In this nation, animals are seen as a nuisance, not even worthy of respect or any type of acknowledgement. I think this directly reflects on the ongoing growth in our time too, how disconnected we are from nature and the traditional ways of living.
Okay. So, what more? Like, now we know a little bit of like context of the poem itself. What about the title? Like help me out here.
Well, the title is kind of interesting because it seems to imply a country that is isolated from the narrator's perspective.
Okay.
But why would they make it like that? Is there gonna be is it like the comparison from this to that country?
Oh, I mean, yeah, because what is the title again? Animals in that country.
And then,
we could be seeing a comparison somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. And the title seems to refer to animals. From that, I think the poem will focus on describing their lives as animals, and the phrases, that country seems weird, no? No, unique. I mean, since it's a bit vague, doesn't specify any type of nation, so it's open to more interpretation. What do you think it interprets?
I think it interprets more so because we read it once already, I feel I'm getting feelings of the animals aren't just animals in this sense.
Yeah.
All right, title done. So let's go stanza by stanza. Let me start. In that country, the animals have the faces of people. All right, let's dissect this a little bit. I don't think it's real people here. I feel like it's more so, and in that country, animals have the faces of people. I think it's the animals take on a more personified effect. They're not just the blatant animals we see, but more so people.
What does the personification show us, though?
The personification shows us that we can view animals as not just animals that we see around that can be killed and things like that. They are feeling creatures. They're creatures that have life in them.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think? Give me some, son. Give me something.
Well, I agree with you that how personifies the animals with feelings of how humans have like these type of feelings as well.
Okay.
Kind of shows that, kind of gives a personal feeling to the animals from us.
Okay. Done. No more. All right, I want the second stanza. Give me a second. The ceremonial cat possessing the streets.
I think I'm doing that one.
Wait. No, I'm taking this one from you. I feel like it's kind of interesting since it paints a picture of the cats not just, prancing around like in alleyways and things like that, but more so like regal figures.
Yeah.
Owning the streets. Not just moving past them with a slyness. It's moving as if an aura of rulers. What I think of stray cats when I think of them is in alleyways. I barely pay attention to them. But in this poem, it doesn't seem that way. Instead of being stray cats that slink through the alleyways, they possess the streets, as if the city belongs to them, as if they have lived here for so many years that it is now theirs. I think the word ceremonial kind of suggests rituals and traditions. But in this case, cats aren't just present. They show their dominance. Like aristocrats, get it? Aristocats? Okay.
Ha 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 ha.
You're just mean. In a grand procession, this part made me question the unsettling imagery in my head. Are they dignified, or is this power an illusion? Or is it carefully directed acts towards making you think, what is the case of this country? Because remember, animals in that country. And what are we really seeing here? What is this country that we're seeing? Is this more so a physical realm, or is it more symbolic of these animals taking on a different nature?
Interesting.
Give me a second. What's the next part here? The fox. Oh, is this yours?
I think so.
Or is this mine?
That's mine.
This one?
Yep.
All right. There you go. Wait.
Well,
Wait, I'll bring it up for you. Read it.
the fox run politely to the earth, the huntsmen standing around him, fixed in their tapestry of manner.
Okay.
Well, that kind of seems interesting to me, because in my perspective, I think this isn't a real hunt, but
But what? More ceremonial in practice? I mean, it's not traditional because foxes are more so like hunted animals or animals that huntsmen would take with them when they're going along.
yeah.
Give me a second. Give me a sec. Okay.
Well, because like the next three lines speak on the relationship between frequently hunted animals like foxes
Yeah, the foxes.
and the hunters themselves. Rather than killing these creatures, the hunters have developed a tapestry of manner. They are as dimensional in their respect as a tapestry is in a thread of types of and colors. The fox is able to go about its life politely, doing harm to no one, and the hunters stand fixed.
I like that. Can I take a little bit off that for me?
Yep.
I like it because it represents the hunters being stationary. The same way that is we said before, it's more so an environmentalist type of poem. I was about to say type of apple. All right, environmentalist type of poem. It's not that the humans are now the ones participating within, but it's more so we're taking a little bit of step back and we're allowing the animals to more so reclaim the land. We're not killing them as huntsmen would kill foxes, but we're rather seeing these animals the way that they are, respecting them along with the land. For me, I feel like this whole thing is like a stage, more so a term for etiquette than it is survival. In the fox, are the foxes even real in this case, or is it more so a decoration, more so symbolic to tell us about type of ritual that they're undergoing here? Going around the hunters could be represented as us going around environmental struggles, us going around developmental struggles with industry, because remember, it's more so in the time of industrialization and understanding the way that we're seeing more capitalist culture being brought into the world. But that's enough of that part. What's the next part? We're seeing more capitalist culture being brought into the world. But that's enough of that part. What's the next part? What is it? The bull?
The bull embroidered with blood and given an elegant dead trumpet, his name stamped on him, heraldic heraldic brand because.
Wait, read the whole thing because it doesn't make sense without
Oh, yeah. When he rode on the sand, sword in his heart, the teeth in his blue mouth were human. What do you think about that?
Finish.
He is really a man.
What do I think about it? I don't know. All right, should I be for real or do you want to take this one? Give me a second. I'll take it from you. The bull embroidered with blood and given an elegant death trumpets his name. I'm not rereading that. All right, I like the stanza though, as though it feels like a different take on the traditional way that bullfighting is done. It takes away from the messiness of it. Instead of portraying it as a bull has died, it more so takes on a valiant feat that the bull has suffered. Wherein the elegant death trumpets his name, it's not just the death of this creature. He didn't just die for the sake of dying, for the sake of your entertainment or my own. This is an animal that fought with brave intentions, who fought past the regulatory, run here, run there, die here, die there. It is an animal that needs the respect of, remember, embroidered with blood. I feel like the entirety of this poem, even from here, from up and from down, is just a change in the way that we view the relationship between animals and human beings, both in their life and in their death, in their comings and in their goings. Give me a second here. What's the next part? Even the wolves holding resonant conversations in their forest, thickened with legend. Can I have this one? I know.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm just yapping the whole thing.
It's fine. Just
My
go
fault.
ahead.
All right. So let me see that again. Even the wolves holding resonant conversations in their forest, thickened with legend. The wolves aren't just wolves. I feel like this entire poem is not just these animals. Again, I'll repeat the beginning. In that country, the animals have the faces of people. The wolves here are conversing with each other. They understand each other. These are intelligent creatures. And I feel like this more so adds to a general fear of wolves, as it doesn't just portray them as these, oh, scary wolves. They could hurt us, they could kill us. No, these are learned creatures. And even past this, in their forests.
Yeah.
It takes a possessional aspect. It's not just the forest that human beings have been using and toiling on and taking away from these animals. It is their forest. The land is theirs. And our industry should not take away from this in any way, shape, or form. And finally, finishing off with legend, I really don't have anything for that aspect. Maybe just animals are storytelling animals. It's not just that they're, there. They have a history. That it? No, I don't think that's it. Honestly, I feel like, you know what, you'll conclude this for us. I'll finish up everything. In this country, the animals have the faces of animals. Their eyes flash once in car headlights and are gone. Their deaths are not elegant. They have the faces of no one. Interesting. We start off this poem with an understanding of animals being reverent. They're not just animals to die, to live, but they're animals in which they have more so of a personified aspect to them, rather than continuing on with this imagined world of animals embroidered with blood, possessing the streets. Margaret Atwood seems to move back into our reality. In the part where it says, give me a second, their eyes flash once in car headlights and are gone. This shows us what we're doing to these animals. How, with our industry, we create cars and we kill them. And are gone is basically hit by a car and they die. It shows the disrespect that we've allocated towards these beautiful animals, the beautiful places that they once lived, and the places that they inhabited, that we took them out of. Their deaths are not elegant, both statement and a part of the poem. They have the faces of no one, meaning they do not have their stories anymore. The foxes no longer run politely, as they will be hunted. The cats do not possess the streets, as they are chased. The bulls are not embroidered with blood and given elegant deaths, no. They are killed for sport and for our entertainment. And the wolves, kicked out of their homes, out of their land, no longer are able to resonate their conversations with their legends. I like this poem. What about you?
It's nice, but I don't know. At first, the ending kind of confused me, but you clarified it a bit more. So
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you again next week for another edition of the Yin and Yang Podcast. Wait, What's that? Is your phone ringing?
Oh.
Your phone's ringing? Wait, guys, we're so sorry. We're getting a call from our special guest. All right, so who do we have on the phone, Sean? Who is it?